So let's take a look at what gymming you were doing earlier today with all of these routes. Take a look at this. You know now there have been 11 termini that have been designated by the Nairobi City County. So let's take a look at this one for a moment. If you're coming from Waiyaki Way, Limuru Road, Uhuru, Kipande Road, you terminate at Fig Tree. Now imagine that you're going to the other side of town. Take a look at this map, because you're also told that, the distances are, pretty small, pretty short. So from Murang'a Road, you would have to go all the way down through Globe Cinema Roundabout to the railways terminus if you are then ending up with the other destination that is on the other side of town. Now please note, this entire distance, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know Ngara very well, there are no pedestrian footpaths. So you're passing by what was the Kahama Hotel, you go down the road under the bridge at the big roundabout, you pass the exit that goes to Kirinyaga Road, you go up the road and all the way to the railways terminus. It's about 2.9 kilometers. That's the walk you'd be doing. So imagine if you were working, on the other side of town and you live towards Limuru, Kabete, Waiyaki Way, Kangemi. Now, let's take a look at what would happen to you and the gymming you will be doing tomorrow if you come from Jogoo Road, Lusaka Roads, because that end, the designated terminus and endpoint for that is Muthurwa. So imagine from this end, you live on Jogoo Road, but you work somewhere in Westlands. So how would you commute? How would you connect? So from Muthurwa terminus, you'd walk all the way up into the CBD, past Old Nation, and go all the way up to Fig Tree for you to get a matatu that takes you to the west side of Nairobi. And that is a distance of 2.2 kilometers. So those are the distances we're being told about, and the distance may seem manageable on paper. But what about small-scale traders who sometimes have luggage? Some of them spoke to citizens Elphas Lagat on their day of losses.
A city thrown into complete disarray. Thousands of Kenyans, most of them small-scale traders, made their way to Nairobi's central business district, and usually late. The toll on their usual man-hours are visible inconvenience. The situation even messier for those making their way from the capital city, some to up-country destinations. Businesswoman Teresia Kogi, for instance, had to contend with unfamiliar routes to board a shuttle here at Ngara terminus, and to her dismay, it would be a 3-hour wait to depart.
Usafiri imekuwa ni shida kutoka stadium. Sasa hapa tuko nimemaliza masaa matatu, hakuna choo na ni stage.
An overwhelming miscalculation. This according to matatu operators who are now counting losses and whose view is that privately owned vehicles ought to have been the ones banned from accessing the CBD.
Tukiona kama abiria wanateseka kutoka town kuja Ngara, wengine hata hawajui mahali magari iko. Sasa tumeambiwa tukuje Ngara, hata hawajui mahali tumepakia ni wapi.
Tumelipa rounding zone ya mwaka 400,000. Tumelipa goodwill ya ofisi. Tunalipia mbao. Hizi tunawekelea juu atesia inabebanga hapo ni kulipiwa inalipiwa. Sasa hii serikali hii maroni wanachukua wanafikiri matatu ndio italipa.
The move, which has elicited sharp and mixed reactions among Kenyans, coming just 3 weeks after the enforcement of the stringent Mishuki rules on public service vehicles. Governor Mike Sonko, however, adamant that the ban would help tackle Nairobi's traffic menace and decongest the capital city. Was there many dissenting voices over the decision to bar matatus from accessing the CBD, many Nairobians are rallying calls to the county government to find better alternative means to this standoff. Elphas Lagat, Citizen TV, Nairobi.